Welcome everyone for our 35th office hour. So today's topic is regarding the Zero G's iNFT standard. So you will see how you will be able to tokenize AI agents using the new NFT standard, which was researched from our team, which is called as ERC-7857. So we have my fellow DevRel Uday Kumar here, who will be helping to go over all the details of how the NFT standard is, what is the challenges with the existing NFT standards, and how this NFT standard works. So we welcome Uday Kumar to speak more on this. And in the meantime, Jan will be sharing a screen which will have all the details that is needed for the presentation. Apologies everyone for the delay. We are facing some issues with the Discord. They've just updated some new screen sharing method, so we are having issues with that. So we'll just work on it. Jan, we are able to see the screen. Jan, can you just turn off share stream audio one because we're able to hear our voice through the stream?
Yeah. Thanks, Jan, for the presentation. So, yeah, guys, we can start now. So, with that, INFT, so INFT is the new standard that is proposed by Zero G's team as an Ethereum improvement proposal. So, it is specially for managing any AI agents that are currently transferred through the NFTs. So, NFTs are not specially made for that. So, we'll see it through the presentation. Can you go to the next slide, Jan? Yeah. So NFT is the method of digital ownership. So as you can assert it, you can refer it to in any real asset or also a digital asset. Maybe it is music, maybe it is art, maybe it is anything, code or data or anything. So this is kind of like if you assign it to a real world asset, then it will be a RWA. So NFT is ownership. There is no value that is for the exact thing, but it is assigned to a asset that is real there. So that's how the digital ownership of NFT works. Can you go to the next slide, Jan? Yeah. But the current limitation of NFT is the static pointer thing. So NFT, when you mint an NFT, it will be statically pointed to a metadata or a JSON or a direct file that is pointing an image or either a music album or either the JSON that is containing the data about the RWA. So these kind of things. These are all the static pointers that are stored somewhere else that can be changed by anyone. So it's not the real asset that is stored. It's kind of a ticket to that museum. So it is not correct when it comes to other assets. So that's the thing. And one more thing is privacy gap. It is not built in a private way. Anyone can access the URL. So if you are adding an image URL, anyone can access the image URL. If you are adding a JSON that contains the data about that NFT, anyone can able to access it. So that's how it is designed. So we cannot store a private data within current NFT standards. So that's how it is designed. Can I go to the next slide? Yeah. So in the current world, we do have AI agents for many of the purposes. So in Web3 and all other things. So currently we do have agents for investment advisors. So we do have a new branch in our Web3 DeFi that is blooming every day. And we do have personal tutors that is improvising the tech industry. And there are creative assistants, shopping assistants. So there are so much of assistants on the AI agents and pipelines that are going right now. So everything is AI agent right now. So whatever company that you take, if they want to boost their stock or if they want to stay relevant, they are just choosing the AI agent. That has a value. They are attaching that value to the NFT. But still, they cannot able to manage that value. So if they want to, in AI agent era, the data is really important. But with the current standard, if they put that data into the JSON, it will be public. It will be known to everyone. So there is no way to protect the data. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. So as I said, AI agent ownership challenge. So if we use the NFT that is current standard, the training value, the training data value that will not be clear. So anyone can take it. So it will be public. And the transfer problem. So if you are planning to transfer a AI agent from one person to another person who trained it and he wants to sell it, so there is no exact way he can transfer the data and the training method to him in a private manner. So that's the third concern, the privacy concern. So he cannot be able to do that. And the verification issue. Even if he able to do that, we cannot prove it in a decentralized way. We need a centralized authority to judge this. So these kind of problems are there in the current NFT standard, that is ERC-721. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah. So that's where the new iNFT standard comes in. So iNFT standard comes with a bunch of things like a complete ownership transfer, where all the data, all the metadata, all the training information will be transferred and moved securely to one person to another person, and privacy protection. whatever the AI model or whatever the AI model training method that you are using, that will be fully protected on chain. So that will be also privately transferred. So you don't need to worry the data is going somewhere. So we are losing the ownership. And the third thing is, even if we are doing it in a decentralized way, it will be fully verified. So there is no way of spoofing this thing. So either via TE or via the ZK, we are doing this. And the fourth plus point is access control. Whoever owns the agent owns the key. So even if you started creating that AI agents and if you have a data and training things, if you transfer that ownership to somebody else, you don't have the access to it. Since it is transferred to somebody else, you don't have access to that data. This INFT standard ensures that. Exactly. Next slide. Yeah. So ERC-7857 is the standard. So this Ethereum proposal is proposed by our team, mainly by our CTO, Mingu. So our chain team is most unique part, takes more unique part in this proposal. So it is already added to the Ethereum repo. So you can able to check it. So the discussion chain that happened when our CTO proposed this AAP. Next slide, yeah. So yeah, you want to know how it works. So let's start with the first thing. The first step is how to securely store the data. When it comes to AI agent, there will be multiple data and multiple training methods that is purely to that AI agent. So that's how the AI agent works. So anyone can create a AI agent, even me or anyone can create a AI agent with the help of the LLMs that are available right now. But the uniqueness and the power of the AI agents comes with the data. So if you have a specific data, if you have a specific method to train, you will have a ownership to that because you did it and that's your right, that's your trademark. So that's how the AI agent will work. So your unique method will bring value to that AI agent to get it with you, to make it private, to make it privacy protected. What we are proposing is to store the metadata encryptedly, and this encrypted metadata will be stored via new generated hash that is only accessible via the private key of the owner. Since that is you created using the public key of the owner, it will be only accessible via the private key of the owner. So here the public key private key encryption system will help us to mitigate this challenge. So the first hash is created via the public key and the data has been encrypted. So that's how the INFT starts. Next slide. Yeah. Yeah. So now we have the AI agent. So that has a work to do, that has a model that is in it, that has data and specific training method. All is ready, and an INFT is ready with the encrypted metadata. Now we were using it everywhere. Now I need to transfer it to somebody else to secure money or liquidate that thing, or I want to move to other thing. So how do I transfer it? So we need an oracle here. We do have two methods here. One is a trusted oracle setup and another was a ZK oracle setup. So you can consider it like you are putting an artwork that you own in an opaque box so no one can able to see it and giving it to a verification center. They'll put a unique code. They'll also not able to see it, and they'll just rotate the box to another one and give it to a new person. They'll lock the box in a way only the new person can open it. So that's how this whole system and the Oracle thing is working in a simple way. So in a technical perspective, first we'll get the data. The Oracle will decrypt it. Will generate a new key that is based upon the hash of the public key of the new owner, and decrypt the data again. And publish that metadata so that it will be stored. Yeah, next. So now we have the encrypted key. So with that, we have the Oracle proof, and this will seal the key. So only the private key owner, that is the new owner, can open it. So the receiver will receive the key. Even if anyone receives the key, they cannot able to do anything because only the private key is only holded by the new owner. So even if someone got into it, they have no use to it. Next slide. Yeah, this is finalizing the transfer. So we do have a transfer call that is added into the NFT standard, INFT standard. So this will confirm the transfer proof. Once it is confirmed, we'll verify the metadata with the hash that is submitted, and then we'll verify the ownership with the key that the receiver received, whether it is legible and they can able to use it. So once all these things is confirmed, the transfer is fully completed. So yeah, here in this INFT, before the NFT, even if you want to transfer a AI model, that the training data and all the stuffs that you have, you need to be in a centralized platform, that is a single platform. That platform holds all the data, all the model training details, all the details that they needed for the AI agent. Once you transfer it to somebody else, they'll assign that access to the other person and they'll manage it. If even if that company fails, or if that company goes away, if that company tries to track, so you will lose your data, you will lose your AI agent. So that's not a way how the decentralized system works. But with the INFT standard, that is the new standard that is proposed by the zero G team, so we can able to tokenize the metadata that is available about the training and the data that is revolves around the model, and we can able to transfer it between the platforms. Since we do have a trusted Oracle setup and a ZK Oracle setup, either one we can able to use it. It is not platform dependent. Even if you want to transfer it to a newer platform, or if the new owner is on a different platform that want to verify this, they can able to do it. So it is in a fully decentralized way. That's how the zero G wants to operate everything. So yeah, so with this INFT standard, anyone can able to create their own agents. So we are working on many partners to create this agentic platform. So you will receive more platforms soon. You can able to try INFT standard soon. So with that, you can train your AI agent with your own style, own data. Since that's your own proprietary rights, then you own that assistant, since that's your data and your training, and it will behave as according to you. So if you put the work that it is needed, then that will be successful, and that can be transferred to anyone, that can be sold to anyone, that can be monetized. You can sell the licenses to anyone. So all the provisions INFT offers. Next year. So in the INFT technology, so we need three pillars that supports the INFT. One is the secure storage that supports the data and model needs of the new AI world. So that's where our zero G storage comes in. We already have that system, trusted transfers, and to host the system. We do have the chain, we do have the compute environment for the verifiable execution. So we are already in a complete circle to provide the NFT. So no ecosystem has this kind of thing to provide this INFT standard that is suitable for the AI agents in the current era. Yeah, yeah. So to summarize this INFT working implementation, so this needs the encryption layer where the owner's key has been encrypted and decrypted again to transfer the ownership, and the storage layer to store the data, and the Oracle system to do this secure transfer in between, and the smart contract that handles the ownership and also the access control of the system. So that's on the INFT. So this INFT standard will also get more future possibilities. So you can expect a new AI agents platform. So where anyone can train their AI agent, anyone can give their data. So if you are a degen, if you are already trading in it, so you will have a own style of trading. So you can train an agent with your data, and if your strategies work, so you can trade that agent. So with that, anyone can able to buy it and use it. So your knowledge, you are sharing it with someone in a decentralized way, and also for the monetary benefit. So this brings everyone to the better level. Yeah, that's all about the INFT. We do have the INFT contracts that are added to the zero G repository. So you can find the links on the docs. You can head on to docs.0g.ai. So in that, you will find the zero G chain section. In that section, you will have the contracts link. Thank you guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach us so we can clear on the INFT. And we'll also post the links that is needed to access the INFT and its detail, how the trusted executed environment work, and also the ZK environment work. We do have diagrams and things to explain. So we'll share the details with you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Uday. Thank you, This was really, really informative. And I've shared them the links with contains all the data just Uday just mentioned. So please do refer that. And if you have any questions, please do DM us and we'll be happy to help you. I know we have run over a lot of time and Uday covered most of the things. So thank you everyone for joining us today. And it was great hosting you and looking forward to see you in the next office hours. Thank you, Uday, and thank you, Yon, for hosting us as usual. Thank you.